Yo, it's been a while. We got another death battle going on here. So here's the thing. I don't actually disapprove of this one. Like I don't have a problem with this one. Like we know if you use I don't know anything about Star Wars, but if you use from what I've heard from my friends who know Star Wars, if you use EU feats, Obi-Wan wins 10 out of 10 times. When you use like the separate like it's like a separate continuity, but it's technically still canon from what I've heard. Whatever that means. Like what the hell does that mean? I don't know. But anyway, everyone knows that Obi-Wan wins. Well, everyone who's seen stuff that isn't who's seen stuff that's Star Wars, but not just the movies. Like people who've like read the comics, they know that version wins, and that's the version that they used here. That's what happens when you have a bunch of alternate versions of a character that are all supposed to be canon for some reason. But hey, that's what happens. At least they didn't use non-canon like they did with Hiei in the Sasuke versus Hiei death battle. Um, am I do I feel a way about this? Not really. Like Kakashi lost, he would have lost regardless. I did like I really did want him to use at least use double Mangekyo in the animation though. Like that was a really like I would have loved to see him use double Mangekyo Susanoo in the animation. That would have been fire. We missed out on that. Purple Lightning was cool though. Um, what else is there? Don't want to talk about. Purple Lightning was cool. I don't know much about Star Wars, so I can't talk about it too much. Like I knew some things about Yu Yu Hakusho, so I could talk about it. I don't know nothing about Star Wars really, so I'm not gonna say what Obi-Wan can and cannot do. I will say from what I've heard from people who've read the what's it called, the not the UC, that's Gundam, the extended canon, extended universe of the comics, the extended universe comics of Star Wars that expand on a lot of things. I've heard that those have some really outrageous stuff happening with like creating storms that span galaxies. I don't know. Some stuff like that. Just a lot of crazy stuff that the EU has for Star Wars that there's no way that Kakashi would be able to stand up to it. Basically put like a DC superhero against basically put a DC or Marvel superhero against Kakashi with all these different continuities that they mixing together. That's basically what it is. I mean, we at least give Kakashi the games, I would say, said someone. But anyway, overall the animation was decent. It wasn't as good as their which one was that? My favorite one in a while was like it was Ganon versus Dracula from Castlevania. That one was really good actually. Ganon versus Dracula. This one's okay. I heard Devil Artemis was working on it. Though, man, it's crazy to see how much my man's Devil Artemis has grown up from his days in the J Room. I remember watching J Room way back when I was like a little kid still. It's crazy with him and Joten and Uber Akari and the whole small YouTube anime community. Man, those were good times. But yeah, shout out to Devil Artemis, man, over here doing this thing. This animation was okay. I liked it. I will say that I liked it. I don't think it was as good as the Dracula versus Ganon, Ganondorf one. I really like Dracula versus Ganondorf, the animation. Um, what else is there to talk about? This is overall so-so, like this is a so-so battle. Like I could see why they would pit the two of them against each other, Obi-Wan versus Kakashi. Um, I know why Obi-Wan win, and I agree with the results. One thing I have to say. Um, what else is there? Kakashi is. I do think that they downplayed Kakashi quite a bit. Kakashi, they also like they didn't mention some other things Kakashi could do. Not like it would matter, but because Kakashi would have still lost. No matter what, like even if they gave Kakashi all of his best stuff, aside from Double Mangekyo, I still think Sasuke. I mean not Sasuke. I still think Kakashi could have won with Double Mangekyo. Just like not as in he could have won. I still think Obi-Wan would have won more times out of 10, but I think he at least had a chance with Double Mangekyo. Because that Kamui Shuriken, if you get hit by that Kamui Shuriken, it's over. But um, what else is there? They they basically made Kakashi slow as hell in here. They made Kakashi slow as hell. They gave him because that massively hypersonic plus that 2,000 Mach feet that they gave him in this battle. There's like fodder joning that scale to that, and they're saying that's the level that Hokage Kakashi is on. I mean, as I said, Kakashi would have lost regardless, but that was downplayed. I think Double Mangekyo Kakashi was at least relative. I would say FTL, relativistic plus. They're either very close to the speed of light, the speed of light, or faster than the speed of light. I would that's how fast I would say Double Mangekyo Kakashi is. Which, if that's the case, he would definitely be able to keep up with this Obi-Wan. Although, how fast is a nanosecond? I have no idea. How fast is reaction to a nanosecond? What is that? What is that in Mach? What is that in C? What is that in comparison to the speed of light? I have no idea. A nanosecond? Whatever. That's the example that they gave me here. And yes, Obi-Wan won. He sliced Kakashi in half. Burned him actually. Burned him in half. He didn't even slice him in half. He burned him in half, which is crazy. Could Kakashi copy force techniques? I don't think so. I don't think so. They said he couldn't. I don't think anybody would argue that Kakashi could copy force techniques. Could he copy his moves? Hell yeah. Do I think he could he copy force techniques? I don't think so. I don't think anybody would argue that, except maybe Force Lightning. Maybe, maybe. He might be able to. It's possible. If there's anything he'd be able to copy it, from what I've seen, it'd be Force Lightning. Just because of how adept he is at lightning style. If not copy it, he'd be able to at least recreate it, right? Kakashi at least. Kakashi definitely has the juicy like that. But I guess that's it for me. I don't have anything much to say to this other than it was a nice animation. It was researched fairly well. It was researched better than Hiei versus Sasuke. I'll give him that. It is okay, and the outcome is accurate. So, well, I will say next time you use a Naruto character, if you're going to put them against a character like this, where they're basically a DC or Marvel character, and you're going to give them composites and mix together different continuities, give the Naruto character their game and like their feats from the game. Like have Itachi blow up an island like he did in Storm 4. Not Storm 4, Ultimate Ninja 4. Have Itachi blow up an island and slow down time. But but that's all. It's your boy, God-MAGE-KI. This is a shorter video. It should have been a shorter video than the last one. I really don't know how long I've been talking. But